Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. They say money talks, but some coins whisper secrets that only the sharpest collectors know how to hear. And right now, there's a little copper coin sitting in homes, collections, and forgotten proof sets across the country that's quietly changing the lives of those lucky enough to notice it. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's not flashy. It's a penny. Just 1 cent. But not just any penny, the 1964 Lincoln penny from the US Mint proof set. And believe me, it's anything but ordinary. At first glance, it looks harmless. Just a regular old Lincoln cent. You've probably seen hundreds of them over the years. But hidden in this specific coin, especially the proof version from the 1964 set, is a rare and almost unbelievable level of value that most people still have no idea exists. Let's break this down. In 1964, the US Mint struck millions of Lincoln cents for everyday use, nothing special. But a small, select group of these coins were made as proof coins, designed for collectors only. These proof coins weren't meant for circulation. They were struck using specially polished dies and carefully handled to ensure razor-sharp details, deep mirror finishes, and flawless surfaces. And that is where the treasure lies. Because here's the reality, most of those 1964 proof pennies, they didn't stay perfect. They were mishandled, stored poorly, toned badly, got scratched. But a very few, survived all these years in near-perfect, untouched condition. And those few are now being hunted down by top collectors, investors, and coin dealers who know exactly how valuable they've become. Think about this. You're holding what looks like a simple copper coin. But when it's graded by a professional service, like PCGS or NGC, and it comes back with a PR69 or the Holy Grail PR70 Deep Cameo, everything changes. Because now, that 1 cent coin is no longer worth a penny. It's no longer just an old collectible. It becomes a high-value rarity, a status symbol in the coin world. And the prices people are willing to pay for that level of perfection, they'll shock you. There are collectors out there who are obsessed with early proof Lincolns, especially from the 60s. Especially with flawless fields, clean devices, frosty design, and mirror-deep contrast. And when they find one that checks every single box, they don't just make an offer, they make a serious investment. Imagine finding a 1964 proof penny in your grandfather's coin set. You think nothing of it. You send it in for grading. It comes back PR70 Deep Cameo. Now suddenly, a coin you once thought was worth a few bucks is generating offers that most people never see in their lifetime. This is no rumor. This is happening. These coins have sold. The money has exchanged hands. And the numbers? They're absolutely real. This single coin, the 1964 Lincoln penny from the US Mint proof set, has reached jaw-dropping values on the open market. In high-grade condition, some of these pennies have already sold for a minimum of $2,700. And the most flawless, most perfect, top-graded examples? They've sold for prices climbing all the way up to a staggering $79,000. Let that sink in. $79,000 for a 1 cent coin. You could be sitting on a coin that pays more than a year's salary. More than a luxury car. More than some houses. And it might be hiding in a forgotten drawer. In a proof set someone gave you. In a collection you inherited and never looked through. All it takes is one coin, just one, in the right condition to completely change your situation. And the best part? This treasure isn't lost. It's not buried. It's not locked away in a museum. It's still out there. In homes, attics, safety deposit boxes, old coin albums, untouched proof sets from 1964. You might even have one right now, and not even know it. So here's what you need to do. If you have the 1964 US Mint proof set, go find it. Open it carefully. Look closely at the penny. Is the finish mirror sharp? Are the details crisp? Is there zero spotting, no haze, no scratches? Then you might just have something special. Get it graded. Because a professional grade is the only thing standing between your coin and a huge payday. And if you don't have one yet, start searching. Look through estate sales. Check online auctions. Visit coin shops. Talk to older relatives. Because someone, somewhere, still has one of these hidden gems, and when they find out what it's really worth, it's going to be gone in a flash. This is your moment to act. Because the 1964 proof penny is not just history, it's opportunity. It's not just currency, it's power. And for those who find the right one, it's no longer a penny, it's a payday point. $2,700, $6,000, $28,000, even up to $79,000. That's what this coin has sold for. That's what's already been paid. And that's what could be waiting for you. Don't overlook it. Don't underestimate it. Because sometimes, the smallest coin in your collection turns out to be the biggest treasure of all. Top 2. Imagine holding a coin that you've seen 1,000 times before. A simple penny. Small, light, copper-colored, and easy to overlook. Now imagine that exact same coin, quietly being worth more than a luxury car. Maybe even more than a brand new home deposit. Sounds impossible, right? But if you've got the right penny, specifically from the year 1974 and from the official US Mint proof set, you could be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. This isn't a fantasy. It's not a collector's myth. It's happening right now across the country. Ordinary people are discovering extraordinary wealth hidden inside their coin collections. And in many cases, the gold mine is hiding inside a plastic proof set they haven't opened in years. The 1974 Lincoln penny is one of the most underestimated coins in American history. Most people think it's just another copper coin, and most of the time, they'd be right. But there's a catch. Because not all 1974 pennies are created equal. And the version minted for the US Mint proof set is a completely different story. You see, proof coins are not regular coins. They're made with precision. They're struck on polished planchets using specially prepared dies. That means they're sharper, shinier, and more detailed than anything you'll find in circulation. They were never meant to be spent. They were designed for collectors, and those who kept them safe may now be sitting on a quiet fortune. Most people who bought these sets in the 1970s had no idea what they were really getting. They saw a collector's item, maybe a gift, maybe a keepsake. They put it away, stored it in a drawer, and forgot about it. But now, decades later, the coin market is shifting. Rare proof coins are becoming harder to find in flawless condition, and that's exactly why the 1974 proof penny is exploding in value. Let's talk about rarity. Over time, most proof coins get damaged. They tarnish. They get hairlines from being touched or moved. They lose their sharpness. But the rare few that remain in perfect condition, untouched, unmarked, sealed, are what collectors are chasing. And when those coins are sent to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, and they come back with a PR69 or, the ultimate, a PR70 deep cameo, everything changes. A 1-cent coin becomes a showpiece. A piece of history. A high-grade rarity that serious collectors are willing to fight for. And when the bidding starts, the numbers go far beyond what you'd expect for a penny. So what happens when the right 1974 proof penny hits the market in perfect condition? The offers start rolling in. The price tags don't stop at a few $100s. They don't stop at a few thousand. They keep rising, because demand is real. Supply is limited. And this coin is hotter than ever. Let this sink in. Some of these 1974 proof pennies, flawless, perfectly preserved examples from the official US Mint proof set, have already sold for values you wouldn't believe. These are real, documented sales. Verified transactions. And the numbers are shocking. The lowest sales have already crossed $2,700. But that's just the beginning. Mid-grade perfect examples are pulling in 5 figures without hesitation. And the highest graded, most pristine versions of the 1974 proof Lincoln penny? They've shattered expectations, selling for as much as $88,000. That's not hype. That's not theory. That's real money. For a penny, $2,700, $12,000, $34,000, all the way to $88,000 US dollars. For a coin that most people wouldn't even glance at twice. And the best part? This treasure isn't locked in a vault somewhere. It's not hidden in a museum. It could be sitting right now in your house, in your old coin album, in a proof set your parents or grandparents saved decades ago. That 1-cent piece might be your biggest financial surprise waiting to happen. So here's what you need to do right now. If you have the 1974 US Mint proof set, find it. Take it out carefully. Examine that penny. Look for a sharp strike, deep mirror fields, frosted design features. If it looks flawless, untouched, clean, it might be something truly special. And if you don't have the skills to check, send it in for grading. That one little coin could turn out to be the smartest decision of your life. And if you don't have one yet, start searching. Because as collectors become more aware, these coins are being snapped up faster than ever. Proof sets from 1974 are still out there. In auctions. In estate sales. In storage. But not for long. Once the market catches up to the demand, it'll be too late. Don't underestimate the power of a single penny. Not when it's from 1974. Not when it came from a US Mint proof set. And definitely not when that coin has the potential to be worth more than most people earn in an entire year. That's not just a penny. That's a life changer. Top 3. Sometimes the biggest financial wins don't come from gold, diamonds, or real estate. Sometimes they come from the smallest, simplest coin you've completely overlooked. And right now, in homes across America, inside old coin folders, locked boxes, and dusty proof sets, people are starting to realize that a tiny 1-cent coin from the year 1975 could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. And they never saw it coming. We're talking about the 1975 Lincoln penny. But not just any version of it, specifically the proof coin that was struck with incredible precision and placed inside the official US Mint proof set for that year. A coin that was never meant to be spent. Never meant to be passed from hand to hand. A coin that was made to shine, and now, it's paying off in ways no one expected. Here's the part most people miss. Not all 1975 pennies are created equal. The ones you see in everyday circulation were mass-produced, millions of them, and they're worth next to nothing. But the proof version? That's a whole different story. It was minted in controlled conditions, using polished dies, giving it razor-sharp details, frosted designs, and a deep mirror-like background that you can literally see your reflection in. It's a work of miniature art, and if yours survived the test of time in flawless condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. You see, collectors today are not just looking for any proof coins. They're hunting for perfect proof coins. Coins with absolutely no flaws. No spots. No hairlines. No dull surfaces. Coins that have been sealed, untouched, uncirculated, and protected for decades. And when one of these 1975 proof pennies gets professionally graded and receives a top-tier rating like PR69 or the Holy Grail PR70 Deep Cameo, that's when everything changes. Because that little copper coin, it becomes a rare, investment-grade piece that serious collectors are willing to pay extreme prices for. It stops being a penny. It becomes a treasure. And here's what makes this story even crazier. A lot of these coins are sitting right now in people's homes. In inherited proof sets. In boxes marked collectibles. In sealed US Mint packages that haven't been touched in years. And most people who own them have no idea what they're worth, but dealers know. Investors know. And coin hunters? They're searching harder than ever. Because once these perfect examples are gone, once they're all bought up, the value of the remaining ones will only go higher. Let me give it to you straight. This isn't just a collector's game anymore. It's a market. And the numbers don't lie. The 1975 proof penny, when it's found in flawless, deep cameo, PR69 or PR70 condition, has sold for actual cash, in real auctions, for absolutely jaw-dropping amounts. This is not a rumor. This is not wishful thinking. These are real sales, documented and confirmed. Some of the lower-end flawless examples. They've already reached $2,700. But it doesn't stop there. Mid-range graded beauties have pulled in $25,000, $38,000, even over $60,000. And the most pristine, highest graded, untouched examples? They've soared to an almost unbelievable $86,000. That's right. A coin that says 1 cent on the back, selling for $86,000. Let that sink in. This isn't some ancient Roman coin. This isn't a once-in-a-lifetime mint error from the 1800s. This is a proof penny from 1975, a year your parents or grandparents might have proof sets from, sitting forgotten in storage. And now? That overlooked little copper coin could be the most valuable item in the house. So what do you do next? Go find your 1975 US Mint proof set. Open it carefully. Look at the penny. Hold it under a bright light. Does the surface shine like glass? Are the details razor sharp? No haze, no fingerprints, no toning? If it looks flawless, it's time to send it for grading. Because if that grade comes back high, especially PR 70, you could be holding far more than just a coin. You could be holding your next big payday. And if you don't have one, start hunting. Proof sets from 1975 are still floating around. On online marketplaces. At estate sales. In antique stores. And yes, sometimes even in garage sales where the seller has no clue what they're giving away. But the clock is ticking. Collectors are watching. Buyers are paying. And once these top-grade coins are gone, they're gone for good. So don't wait. Don't ignore it. That small coin in your proof set could be your hidden fortune. Because the truth is, the 1975 proof Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of American history. It's a money-making machine, for those smart enough to recognize its true value. $2,700, $9,000, $45,000, all the way up to $86,000. All for a coin that says 1 cent. Now ask yourself, do you have one? Top 4. Imagine holding a coin so simple yet so powerful, it could transform your life in ways you never thought possible. A penny from 1980, small, copper-colored, and often overlooked, might actually be one of the most valuable coins you can find today. This isn't just any penny, it's the 1980 American penny from the official US Mint proof set, a coin struck with incredible precision and care, designed not for everyday spending, but for collectors who understood its special value from the very beginning. Most people toss pennies aside without a second glance, but the 1980 proof penny is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Crafted with polished dies and specially prepared planchets, this proof coin shines with a mirror-like finish and sharp, frosted details that set it apart from the ordinary coins found in your pocket change. Unlike the billions of regular pennies minted that year, proof pennies were made for perfection, and that perfection has made them incredibly rare and sought after today. The secret to its value lies in its condition. A flawless 1980 proof penny, untouched and preserved in perfect condition, is a prize that collectors dream about. Over the years, many proof pennies have suffered damage or wear, losing their luster and sharpness. But the rare few that have survived in pristine condition have become treasures, with prices that are nothing short of astonishing. When such a coin is professionally graded as PR 69 or, even better, PR 70 Deep Cameo, it can command a price far beyond what you might imagine. Collectors and investors alike have driven demand for these flawless proof pennies to incredible heights. Even the lowest grade perfect examples have sold for at least $2,700. But it doesn't stop there. As the quality and grade improve, the value skyrockets, with many coins fetching tens of thousands of dollars at auctions and private sales. The highest graded 1980 proof pennies have been known to sell for prices reaching $78,000, a staggering amount for what many consider just a simple penny. This is not a tale of ancient artifacts or rare errors. It's a modern story of hidden wealth in a coin minted just decades ago. If you have a 1980 US Mint proof set, now is the time to take a closer look. Examine that penny carefully under good lighting, searching for the flawless mirror finish and sharp details that indicate a perfect proof coin. If it looks pristine, it could be worth far more than you ever dreamed, and getting it professionally graded might turn that penny into a life-changing investment. If you don't own one, don't worry. These proof sets still occasionally appear at estate sales, auctions, and specialty coin shops. But the window of opportunity is closing fast. As collectors become more aware of the coin's true value, these rare proof pennies are disappearing quickly, and prices are only expected to climb higher. What was once considered an insignificant piece of change has become a treasure. $2,700, $15,000, $45,000, all the way up to $78,000 for a coin that most overlook. This is your chance to turn a small piece of history into an incredible fortune. Could this be the coin that changes everything for you? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the 1980 American proof penny is no ordinary cent. It is a hidden goldmine waiting to be uncovered. Top 5. Imagine holding a coin that looks so ordinary, yet could unlock an extraordinary fortune. The 2004 American penny from the official U.S. Mint proof set is one of those hidden treasures that many people overlook every day. While a regular penny is worth barely its face value, the proof version of this 2004 penny, created with incredible precision and care, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars if it's in perfect condition. Unlike pennies made for circulation, proof pennies are struck with polished dies on specially prepared blanks, giving them a stunning mirror-like finish and razor-sharp details that catch the eye instantly. These coins were never meant to be spent. They were designed as collectibles, kept safe and protected from wear and tear. That means the surviving proof pennies in flawless condition are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors across the United States. Condition makes all the difference. If your 2004 proof penny looks flawless, with no scratches, blemishes, or discoloration, it could be worth a small fortune. Coins that are graded at the highest levels by professional services, especially grades like PR69 or the perfect PR70 Deep Cameo, can fetch astonishing prices. These grades certify that the coin is virtually perfect, with deeply mirrored fields and frosted designs that contrast beautifully. In recent years, the market for the 2004 proof penny has exploded. Even coins with lower top-tier grades have sold for at least $2,700. As the grade improves, the prices rise dramatically. Mid-grade coins have attracted bids in the tens of thousands of dollars, and the absolute finest examples have sold for as much as $45,000. Imagine turning a single penny into a sum that rivals a luxury car or a down payment on a home. If you own a 2004 U.S. Mint proof set, now is the perfect time to examine that penny closely. Under bright light, look for a mirror-like shine and crisp, frosted details with no visible flaws. If your coin looks pristine, consider getting it professionally graded. That certification could be your ticket to unlocking a life-changing sum of money. If you don't own one yet, don't lose hope. These proof sets can still be found at estate sales, auctions, and coin shops, though they are becoming scarcer by the day. With collectors increasingly aware of the coin's value, the prices are climbing steadily, and the window to find these coins at affordable prices is closing fast. What started as a small, everyday coin from 2004 has become a hidden goldmine for those who know what to look for. The journey from a $2,700 coin to one worth $45,000 proves that sometimes the biggest fortunes come in the smallest packages. Could this simple penny be your ticket to an unexpected fortune? Only one way to find out.